Shalom, shalom, Akim. I'm going to start by giving all praises, glory, and honor to the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kakadash. My name is Brother Napak from the Camp Prophets in Babylon down here in Tampa Bay, Florida. And I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and word well, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. And I want to get into a quick lesson, and this lesson will be called Get Out of the Spirit of Mirth. This is not our rest, or somewhere around those lines. Get out of the spirit of mirth. This is not our rest, man. All right. Because, especially, younger Jake, they come into this truth. All right. And they expect to still, have that, that, pleasurable lifestyle, pleasuring the, flesh, being entertained through this world, and that's not the type of spirit to be in. All right. Once we come to this truth, we understand we have to have enough discipline to cut off, the pleasures of this life. All right. So, we go into a house of mourning and not a house of mirth. All right. But before I get that scripture, I want to get this real quick. This is a, beautiful scripture. Right here it says, I'm going to get in an NLT. NLT makes a lot of things, make it a lot more simpler, get deep into it. But it says, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 2 and verse 1, all right? And this is King Solomon speaking here. It says, I said to myself, come on, let's try pleasure. Let's look for the good things in life. But I found that this, too, was meaningless. So I said, laughter is silly. What does it do to seek pleasure? All right. So King Solomon, he was on, a journey, of obtaining, wisdom. All right. Experiencing a lot of things in life. All right. And he obtained wisdom in all, what's the word for it? In all categories, he obtained wisdom. So he was saying to himself, come on, let's try pleasure. Let's look for the good things in life. All right. And coming to this truth, we understand, every, thing in this life is meaningless. All right. The cars, the housing, it's beneficial, for now, but we know that these things come to pass or will soon, go away. All right. So knowing that, all right, we shouldn't seek for the, that good life, a happy life of trying to rest here, trying to, be pleasured here, all right, seeking pleasure here, When we come into this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, we come into a house of mourning, or a house of waiting for the Lord Yahweh to come back so we can have our actual rest. All right, because this place isn't our rest, man. It says, so I said, laughter is silly. All right, laughter is silly, man. All right. You got Jake, man. All right. They don't know the seriousness of the truth yet. All right. There's a lot of young Jake that comes to this truth. They don't know the seriousness of this truth. All right. So they seek the fun things of this life, laughter, But Jake could be very sincere, when it comes to this truth, but they just don't know. Jake just don't know when it, because they're young, brothers be young. And even myself, I am young in this faith, but, I had to come to this understanding as well. All right. Years back, I had to come to an understanding of, this place isn't our rest, man. This isn't a place to seek for, to seek mirth out of, to seek, that happiness out of. All right. Because you find that it's vain, it's meaningless. All right. And these things, distract you from the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. Now, there ain't nothing wrong with, being around brothers and, having a good time and laughing and, Not saying that you can't laugh and you got to be all, you know, dual everywhere you go. But what I'm saying is that Jake will seek pleasure of this life, and they will seek the laughter of this world. All right, there's a different type of laughter with the brethren than the laughter you get in the world, man. All right, because when you around brethren, man, you're in the spirit. You're fellowshipping in the spirit. You're fellowshipping, in the truth, in the knowledge. All right. You and that brother know that this place is hell, and y'all both going through hell, man. All right, but we cheer each other up, all right, and comfort each other, exhort each other, and that may be through laughter. All right, but let me get straight back to it. Damn, I think because it's still in the NOT, but wow, bro, it says damn, man. I'm gonna get this in the KJV too, but I'm gonna read this real quick because I didn't look at it in the NLT. It says Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 3. It says, "Sorrow is better than laughter, for sadness has a refining influence on us." All right, so that sorrow is better than laughter. All right, because that sadness, that mourning, it has that refining influence on us. Making us grow. That suffering allows us to grow in the grace of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, you always find yourself laughing and in comfort. You will always stay at the same spot you're at, or even decrease, all right, in the spirit. But knowing and having that sorrow, all right, that true mourning spirit, all right, because we're in a house of mourning, man. We're in a house of, praying and pleading unto the Lord to come back to save us from this place, man. All right, we are in the chains of darkness of this flesh. There's a constant battle between us. All right. When you're in a battle, you're not laughing, man. It's not a game. Nothing's a game. All right. You're focused. You're serious. You're in a different spirit. It says a wise person thinks a lot about death, while a fool thinks only about having a good time. All right. So a wise person, he thinks a lot about death, a lot about the suffering and the hell. But a fool only thinks about having a good time, man. All right. A fool only thinks about fun. All right, having fun. All right, and that's not where your mind should be at, bro. All right, that's not where your mind should be at. Your mind should be on, seeking the Lord. All right, praying unto the Lord, pleading unto the Lord for mercy. All right, so we must get out of that house of mirth. You must stay out of that mirthful spirit. All right, trying to be happy here, man. All right, because this is not our rest. All right. So let me get this in the KJV. Slovakia. It wasn't, my plan, to get the KJV, but it's all of the spirit, man. It's really all of the spirit. But in the KJV is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 2. It says, "It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all man, and the living will lay it to his heart." All right, so it's better to go into the house of mourning, all right, than the house of feasting, all right, the house of mirth, all right, because when you're in the house of mourning, man, you're not taking anything for a game, all right, and we're in a time of not taking anything for a game, not playing and trying to, have fun all the time. Jake just loved having fun. Jake loved, trying to, trying to please the flesh, man. All right. When you in this truth, bro, there's a different type of fun. You have a different type of fun, and that fun is being in the scriptures. All right. That fun is being around the brethren, fellowshipping amongst the brethren. All right. That's the type of fun we have, man. And you may entertain yourself with certain things like, the video games or, you may, I don't know, man, whatever hobbies brothers got, man. But there's certain things that you just not supposed to do when you're in this truth. All right. But it says, Sorrow, it says, for that is the end of all men, so in the house of feasting, house of mirth, that is the end of all men. All right. Because, Jake, so busy, being in a house of feasting, they're not seeing the storm that's coming from afar. All right. So the storm will always catch Jake off guard. But the ones in the house of mourning, they'll always look out for it. They're always looking out for that storm, for that, that one day. It says, sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better. All right. So sorrow is way better than laughter, man. That sadness. All right. If you just catching hell, you going through it. You hate this place. All right. You're supposed to hate this place. You're supposed to have a perpetual hatred for this world, man. All right. Until the Lord come back. Having that everlasting hatred for Esau's kingdom. All right. And through that, your heart is made better. Your mind is made better. Your spirit is made better. All right. You seek the Lord more. You notice that too. Jake go through certain things, bro. Jake will go through certain things. I'm not even just talking about, us, but even Jake in the world. Jake will go through certain things and they will change their whole life around, their whole view of life. All right. And Jake might start, going to the gym or doing certain, beneficial hobbies, that, benefits them. All right. Positively. All right. But, it's not really positive if it's not the truth. But still, man, Jake will want to, better themselves, in the mind after going through certain things. So that's the same thing with brothers in this truth, but on a much more higher level. All right. Is that when we catch hell, we obtain more wisdom. We grow in the spirit. We grow in the mind, having a stable mind and a strong faith in the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right. Because that suffering, that sorrow is growing you. All right. So like I said, bro, you're not supposed to be in, the house of mirth, man, of partying and doing all the, things of this world, clubbing and junk, man. The spirit's been on that, a lot, recently because, brother just did a video on that. All right. Brother just did a video, one of the GMS brother. It was GMS Watchman, I believe. I can't, go find the video right now. But when the brother did a video, and it was basically saying how it was a party and 10 people got injured. It was somebody had a shooting at a party and 10 people were injured, man. And that's how a lot of those parties end, man. All right. With people getting injured, people, dying, or a shooting. All right. And I made me want to get this scripture because he brought this out in that class as well. So I'm going to bring this out. I'm going to bring it out too. 1 Peter chapter 4. And I believe, I'm getting NOT. I believe it was the 3rd verse. It says, 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 3, it says, you have had enough in the past of evil things that godless people enjoy. All right, so you have had enough in the past, and when you was in the world, of those evil things that godless people enjoy, man. Jake, that don't know the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, but we know the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai now, so we no longer do the same things as those godless people. All right, if you find yourself around a worldly crowd full of niggas, man, then you might not be. You're not in the right spot. You're not in the right place. All right, you're not in the right place, man. It says their immorality and lust, their feasting and drunkenness and wild parties. All right. They're feasting and drunkenness and and that's the house of mirth, man. They're feasting, getting drunk, having wild parties, lust of the flesh, immorality, man. That's what 2/3 niggas is about, man. But we came into this truth, man. We don't get into that. All right, we try our best to stay far away from it. All right. Not around, too much niggas, And if being around a whole bunch of niggas, it don't irritate you, man, you got to check your spirit, bro. Like, it should irritate you to be around a whole bunch of niggas, man. All right. One nigga alone is a lot. How much more the whole bunch of these niggas that's around doing nigga junk, man. All right. But it says and their terrible worship of idols. Of course, your former friends are surprised when you no longer plunge in the flood of wild and destructive things they do. So they slander you. All right. So crush your former friends. They're surprised. Like, oh, this nigga, he no longer want to have fun with us. He don't want to do the same things we do. He think he better than us. Watch, he gonna be back. It's just a phase. So they slander you. They mock you. They scoff you. They say you do evil. All right. They say you preach hate. All different type of things, man. Because your former friends are, they're still in the world, bro. It says, but remember that they will have to face Yahweh, who stands ready to judge everyone, both the living and the dead. All right. So they gonna have to face the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai, who judge everyone. They gonna have to face him for all the things that they have done, the works that they have put in this world, and we're gonna have to sit. We're gonna have to sit there and we're gonna have to face the Lord for the works that we done. All right. And if we have done good works, the Lord's gonna save us. The Lord's gonna be there for us. But if you have done bad works and you have not made the cut, the Lord's gonna judge you, man. All right. The Lord will judge you, bro. So hey, man. Lord willing, this lesson. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the whole full lake and the ones listening in. I just want just in the spirit, bro. So I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Lord Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honor to elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Once again, peace and blessings to all full lake. Shalom.